Hi YouTube, this is Lady Cha-Cha, and today I'm going to be talking about the 5 stages of locks. And I'm going to try to insert pictures um, of myself as I was going through the process, if I can find the ones that I'm looking for. But if not, I will still have some pictures. All right, let's get started. So the first stage, and I'm looking at my notes if you notice me looking down, is the baby stage. Okay, this is when you first start your locks, and it goes from 0 to 3 months. And I will insert a picture here when I first got my locks. And as you can see, I started with the 2-strand twist, and I loved it. I love how it looked. In that picture, to me, I look so much older. I wish I would have put that red lipstick on, but hey, it is what it is. During this stage is that's where your locks are first created and formed and shaped. The second stage is the budding stage, and this is when you would start to see where your locks are budding. Now, I have a baby lock here, and you see that part? Your locks are going to start locking from the bottom up. Sometimes it's in the middle, but as you can see, this is where it starts to bud. And during this stage, it's like the worst stage. You would notice that your locks would be real frizzy. They won't behave like you want them to. Yeah, they look puffy, depending on the texture of your hair. Mine's did get real puffy. But even with that, I loved it. I had my locks, it wasn't so much my locks, my scalp peeled so bad. I had real dry skin, and oh my God, the flakes would be huge, and I wanted to shampoo my hair so much during that time, but you have to give yourself time enough for your hair to lock. So it is a process. As I've stated before, locks are a commitment. The third stage is the growing stage, and you kind of come out of that puffiness, and you see that your locks are forming, and they're meshing together, and you start to see some hang time there. So let's see. Oh yes, and you can start styling them more frequently at that point. That's usually around 8 months to a year. I forgot to tell you that the budding stage is from 3 to 8 months, and your growing stage is from 8 months to a year. And I do have a picture of my locks after they have reached a year. And you can see my hair grew really, really fast. The fourth stage is what I'm in now, which is called the mature stage. The mature stage, it just continues to grow in their cylindrical pattern, and you would notice that your locks are getting tighter and tighter and tighter with the palm rolling. Well, if that's what you're doing, you may do the latch hook method, which is you use the latch hook and you go from north to south, east to west, and where you end up is where your locks will, how they will lay when you end up. That's if you're going through that stage. And with that stage, your locks still will have the cylindrical pattern, which means they're just round. And the fifth stage, excuse me, is the atrophy stage, which I am in both mature and atrophy. I think I had told you before that I have some thinning in my locks. And the mature stage is from that year to 6 years, and the atrophy stage is beyond 7 years and beyond. You would start noticing breaking sometimes if you are one to style a lot. But if, let's see, I'm trying to see because I was just, oh, here go one. You see where it's thick right here, and then it's thin, and then it gets to thickening up a little bit. This is my atrophy stage right here. Right here. I can remember at this point where my base was really, really thin. And actually, I did a few latch hooks right here so I wouldn't put so much stress on my the base of my lock where you palm roll. So I just used the latch hook and did that method throughout this area, and that could be why it's real tight and small right there too. But I tried not to palm roll as much and cause so much stress on that point, because I would have had breaking. I did that with one of the locks up here, and I don't even know why I'm trying to take this out right now. But my point is, very early on in my lock stage, this is one thing I would tell you during that mature, not the mature stage, the budding stage. Keep your hands out of your hair. Please keep your hands out of your hair. And I used to do that and keep twisting and twisting until it was hanging on by 2 or 3 strands, and I ended up connecting these two, and it grew out, and I formed a baby lock just like this one. Just like this one. I formed the lock, and now it has grown. It's in a mature stage right now. What was it, right here? I think it was right here. But anyway, be careful and keep your hands out of your hair when that's happening. Let your loctician take care of it. I was doing everything to my hair. I had a loctician at the time, plus I was doing hair. So I was like, well, I want to know everything there is to know about locks, because that was a service that I was providing for my clients. And what better way to provide that service is to know how locks form and the process, the stages of it, and being committed to it. And my hair has taken off, and you can see it's curled, but it's way longer. Let me just let you see the back when I pull it down. It's, I guess, to my tailbone right here. And I know you see some shorter pieces. When my hair, I had styled it so much. I was doing the twist outs, and I allowed someone to twist my hair for me. Well, not to twist, to braid my hair for me. And they braided it so tight that when I finally took the braids out, my hair around here had thinned so much. I couldn't believe it, because it was just too much stress on the hair. And so these locks right here, I cut them last year before last. I think it was in 2015 I cut them. And they are growing so well. This one I just recently cut. not too long ago. I think it was this one. But anyway, the short ones that you see, I cut because I was experiencing atrophy at that point, and my locks were just like hanging on by a string, and I got tired of looking at it, and so I just cut them. So I hope this video is helpful for those who want to are thinking about getting locks. Yes, locks is a commitment. They, excuse me, are a commitment. And you just have to tough it out. Yes, everybody goes through that process. Some people try to avoid it by getting extensions, but I did not. I wanted to experience the whole kit and caboodle about locks, and I have enjoyed every moment of the process of my locks. The only time now I have come to the point where I wanted to cut them, and that was during the time I was in the hospital in 2015 when I had my mastectomy. And when I came out of surgery and, in recovery, my hair was so freaking hot. My daughter had bought me this huge hairnet, and my goodness, I tore the hairnet up in the hospital. My hair was just, oh, but that was the only time that I actually felt like cutting it at that time. But if you if you are thinking about locks, I'm telling you, it's not only a physical change, it's a spiritual change. You begin to love yourself. You begin to figure out who you are as a person because, locks, you have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure you drink plenty of water, eat vegetables, lay off the meat, and I mean you just begin to just embrace who you are. That's what I experienced. So if you all have any questions, please comment below. I'm inserting some pictures as I go along with my lot. Well, actually, I probably would just put up year one or year two, and you will see how my locks have progressed throughout the years. I thank you all for watching Lady Cha-Cha. Please don't forget to subscribe to Lady Cha-Cha, comment, rate, hit the notifications button so you'll be notified when I put up new videos. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Lady Cha-Cha. Lady Cha-Cha 5745, I believe. Facebook is Charo Dickerson Thomas. Twitter, I forgot what my Twitter account is. But I share my videos on Twitter. So if you follow that, then you can get to my Twitter. Thank you all. Peace and blessings. See, there I go again, talking crazy. I love you. I'm out.